What's up guys, this is Rixxalight signing in, and welcome back to more Danganronpa. Let's get past through this little halfway segment and get back to the class trial that we finished off last week. But for me, this was literally a few days ago. Okay, so.
This is my impression of a spooky, scary ghost.
You know what, Montaro? You are close to being mine. Ooh, I'm a spooky ghost. Ooh, spooky. That's my spooky ghost impression. By the end of this video, though, we will see the murderer of the important part of the trial, which we established very quite clearly that it was Rixxalight that dealt with Tenko, but as Monokuma has stated in a previous video, that the second case doesn't really matter. You know, if two murders in the same night, the second one, it don't matter. It don't matter at all. And at the end, I think another Monokuma bear is going to die. Well, one of the kids. They die every chapter, you know, so there's that. Anyway, let's continue.
I'm fine with real ghosts, but impressions of them are too scary.
Your voice sounds familiar. Like Sonya kind of familiar.
Logic does not compute.
Do not compute. I am a robot.
Did you hear something?
Oh dear.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Why do you suddenly turn the back on Monodam?
You know what else is scary? Sweet buns. Yep, tasty, tasty sweet buns.
Okay, sure.
So round, so sweet, so delicious.
What the fuck have I started into here?
That doesn't sound scary at all.
It could be.
I'm scared
Definitely.
too. Scared of losing my friends.
I don't think I'm able. None of them.
Did you hear something? No, I didn't hear anything.
Why are they giving the cold shoulder to Monodam? Interesting. Anyway, let's go back to the trial. Screw that shit. Okay.
Answer us, Himiko.
Oh yeah, Rixxalight is pushing the blame on Himiko, even though Himiko could not have physically done this. Because, again, I will reiterate why it cannot be Himiko. Where is the sheet? There you go. Blah 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 blah. Kia was the only one who placed the sheet over the cage and removed it off the cage. And we have established that the sickle could only be placed underneath the sheet. So we know Rixxalight was the one that did this. Well, placed the sickle in place, but you know.
You chose the middle room to lure us into your trap, did you not?
Eh.
Then you used that trap to kill Tenko, yes?
Nah, I'm still pointing the blame at you, Rixxalight, because no one else was able to touch that white sheet.
Well, Donkey Lips, did you kill that twat?
Twat, not twat, twat.
Wait, must be some mistake. No way Himiko is culprit.
Gunter is actually being smart for a
She
change.
needs to defend herself. Otherwise, this debate is deadlocked.
Exactly.
I don't care if you gotta use magic to do it, but say something already.
Are you even listening?
No, I'm not listening.
She's too in shock, the poor girl. What?
I don't care anymore. I'm too tired.
What's her best friend died, and then after making amends with Tenko, she ended up dying. I can see why Himiko's just fucking giving up now. Now she's being blamed for murder. It sucks.
Angie died. Tenko died. Why did I have to survive? And now, you're all saying I killed them?
Well, technically, they're only saying that you killed Tenko. So if you admitted to it, you wouldn't really get punished.
I just don't care anymore.
Because as soon, like I've said this so many times, if I was in this class trial, one of them students right there, and they said, the second one's a waste of time, like, okay then. Sorry, Rixxalight, not Rixxalight. Sorry, Kokachi, you're dead. I will make sure you die in front of everybody.
Himiko.
Do whatever. If you want to vote for me, then just go ahead. dead.
Oh, that's not a good smart move.
The game gets really blah if the suspect isn't into it.
Because she's not caring. She doesn't. She's not the
That's
murderer.
not the problem.
Damn it. Don't tell me you've given up.
Himiko, don't give up.
Don't you understand? My life is riding on the outcome of this trial!
So that makes Miyu a little bit more innocent on my side, even though she was never a suspect to begin with.
I told you, I'm too tired. It's
She's
all
done.
just a big pain. I can't put up with it anymore.
She's thrown in the towel.
What are you talking about? If you give up here,
You needn't worry.
You needn't worry.
Himiko was the one who chose that room. Therefore, she is unmistakably the culprit.
Impossible! Himiko would never kill Tenko!
Is he forgetting that Monokuma told us that the second murder doesn't really matter?
Himiko not that kind of person. Gonta can tell by Himiko's face.
That's what's throwing me off here. Why does...
Himiko's a little slow, so I don't think she's capable of handling a complicated crime.
That's a bit rude and
I
rich.
also think Himiko's not the culprit. Somehow.
Why are they not using their brains? I'd be like, guys, are you forgetting, like, Monokuma has said that the second murder was a waste of a body? A waste of a murder, waste of a motive, a waste of all that stuff? Like, it doesn't matter who did the second murder. We know that Tenko was alive after Anji died, so Tenko being alive doesn't really matter at all.
either way, we gotta look for more possibilities.
That does seem like rather a pointless quest.
This entire second half of this case is pointless.
No, is not. We gotta be strong. Gotta keep thinking. Then we might find new truth.
It doesn't matter. The second case
So
is
don't give up,
pointless.
Himiko.
So no, give up. Himiko, I know how you feel. I felt the same way after Kiide died. But we can't give up. We survived. We can't give up, for the sake of everyone who died. A non-stop debate? About this, really? Have I got the white sheet?
Performing the seance in that room
Well,
was Himiko's decision, was it not?
I don't. This thing. I'm
What
gonna
if
go for
someone
this thing.
steered her into picking that room?
Of the 3 empty rooms, why did you
Hold
select
on.
the middle one, Himiko? Because you laid your trap there.
I can't tell.
Was
Not
Trap
yet.
only in that room? Other rooms may be trapped too.
All the
Yeah,
ones are
even if
identical, though.
Himiko picked the room, someone else could have set that trap.
Your
That's true.
opinions are empty words.
I don't know what I'm looking for just yet. If the culprit's plan were to make Himiko a suspect, they might have persuaded her to choose that room room somehow. But how? What would that tell us?
Performing the seance in that room was
Okay.
Himiko's decision, was it not?
What
No.
if someone steered her into picking that room?
They just
Of
chose a
the
room.
3 empty rooms. Why did you select the middle one, Himiko?
Because it's
Because
the
you
middle
laid
room.
your trap there.
I
Was
doubt
Trap
it.
only in that room? Other rooms may be trapped too.
Yeah, even if Himiko picked the room, someone else could have set that trap.
I forgot that
Your
fucking
opinions
kills
are
me
empty
down.
words.
While Kokichi was investigating the neighbouring room from where the seance was held, he had stepped through one of the floorboards. That room also had a part of a crosspiece cut off. Ah! I see.
Performing the seance in that room.
I see. That's
was
going to help us
Himiko's
out here.
decision, was it not?
What if someone steered her into picking that room?
That's
Of
not doesn't
the
matter.
3 empty rooms. Why did you select the middle one, Himiko? Because
I
you
need to
laid
see.
your trap there.
Because he said he fell
Was
through a
Trap
hole.
only in that room?
No.
Other rooms may be trapped.
You bitch! Send it again! Send it again! Send it again! I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up. Yep. Hopefully there's a checkpoint after the interval, and hopefully I saved it after the interval, because there was a thing I was going for. I forgot about it until just this second. Is it alt routes? Back door, back routes? Back routes. Right? Yeah. In the first non-stop debate after the intermission when Sumigi is, what if someone steered her? Lie with the caged child. I can't. I need to bounce back from this. Okay, back in this debate. We found the right path. I figured that out, but I forgot that this one was the caged child. So what do you turn into?
Was Himiko's decision.
Cage Dog Village.
What if someone steered her into...
What's this got to do with the Cage Dog Village? Missed it. Get past all this crap again. So I doubt if I hit it with the caged child, it's not going to do anything. You need 5 people, including the spirit medium, and a dark place with no light. First, draw the magic circle passed down from the caged dog village. On the ground, the spirit medium must place their forehead on a stone and curl like a turtle. They must do this at the centre of the circle. After, the other 4 must make the following preparations. Place their cage over the spirit medium, and then cover the cage with a white cloth. Finally, place a dog god on the top of the cage. Take care not to step on the magic circle during the preparations. Finally, turn off all the lights and to make it completely dark, and your preparations will be complete. The seance will commence once all 4 participants stand in the 4 corners of the room and sing the song. Okay. Can I see what...
The room. Someone else could have set that trap.
No, I can't. Okay, cool.
Your opinions are empty.
Let's speed things along then. Lie with a caged child.
Decision, was it not?
It's to end. Got it?
I always know the truth.
There we go. That's one of the back doors. Okay, we don't need that no more for this. That's for the next trial now, if that one's good. Okay, we found the end of that one. Thank Christ. If implicating Himiko was the plan, then disrupting that plan might teach us something. For that reason, I have to lie.
Tsurugi is correct. I believe Himiko was being set up. Himiko only picked that room because Kyo wanted it as dark as possible.
Ah. Now, in order for the caged child to succeed, the room must be as dark as possible. My lab has windows, so even with the lights off, it is still not dark enough. Then what about the empty rooms?
Even if Himiko did choose an empty room because of what Kyo said, are you saying she chose the middle room by pure coincidence?
The culprit gambled on the middle room being picked through coincidence? That seems highly improbable.
Ah, that is true. The couple wouldn't have left that chance. But maybe they didn't. Perhaps they manipulated Himiko somehow. However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use? The middle room. The room was always best for stuff like this.
No more. I told you, it's too much of a pain. Just do the voting or whatever.
See, this is where Kokishi should have stepped up himself and said the other rooms are exactly the same. But again, he's a dickhead, so we know that.
I'm pretty sure it didn't matter which room Himiko chose.
Or he's going to say it up now.
What do you mean?
It's getting kind of boring, so I'll explain. She didn't choose the middle by coincidence. Each room was the same to begin with.
I was going to mention what I would have used to push through the last trial.
Same?
Okay.
Remember what Gonta said earlier? Maybe the culprit placed traps in all the rooms?
There you go. This is still the back door part.
That was correct. Before the trial, I hurt myself checking all the rooms.
Ah, that's right.
That was supposed to be the proper way for it. Because he would now explain it, instead of me just going through it. This guy fell through. I guess there was no crosspiece supporting the floorboard, so I kind of stepped through. What bad luck.
Kokichi found another loose floorboard in one of the other rooms.
Well, I didn't find it so much as I stepped through it and tripped.
What? Hold on! There was also a loose floorboard in the next room?
Yep.
So the culprit prepared a trap in all 3 empty rooms, not just the middle one.
So it wasn't really given to Himiko, so like the middle rooms are pretty dark, so why not lose?
If the culprit set traps in all the rooms, then they wouldn't need to select a room themselves.
So the real trap was for someone else to pick a room and take the blame.
Yeah, no matter who picked the rooms.
I see. We were caught in the culprit's trap all along.
It's making you way more suspicious, dude.
Especially you!
Exactly.
But now there's no reason to suspect Himiko.
Yeah,
Right?
Miko's scot-free. She always were anyway.
Himiko, do you remember what Tenko told you?
Keep your chin up, live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. Please.
Live life facing forward. She said that to you, right? If you give up on living, you'd be betraying her memory. We're all trying to keep our promises to the dead.
Eh.
This trial, it's not just for our lives. It's for everyone who's died as well. That's why we can't give up. This is our responsibility. We live on.
I think this is going back to the normal case now. Or the normal route, anyway.
You're right. Yeah, that's right.
Because as soon as Kokichi said his line, that would have been like where... yes, we fell through the plan, of course.
If I gave up here, I wouldn't be able to face Angie or Tenko.
That's right. So let's do our best.
Alright, I'm not gonna say it's a pain anymore.
That's it, how'd it go?
I won't give up.
Bring it back.
I'll fight alongside everyone and survive.
Let's do this, beach.
Do not say everyone. After all, the Blackened is still among us.
Well, for...
There you go. Killing the mood like usual.
Yeah, for Angie's death, Tenko, there's no Blackened because the Blackened doesn't matter.
But damn, well said, Shuichi. That's what I'd expect for my soul, bro.
Yeah, I hate you, but I love you.
Your soul, bro?
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
Well, anyway, do you think the Blackened this time has some sort of superpower?
What are you talking about?
Well, as a self-proclaimed expert of stepping through floorboards...
Alright, I'll give him that one. I'll give him that
no
one.
one stepped through that floorboard before the culprit used it?
Ah, that is a good point.
It must have been barrier magic.
I don't know.
Well, that's one possibility. But I think it might have been something else.
They've got a point. I want to know what this is all about. Even though I played this game before, I don't remember all of it. Why did no one step through on the floorboard until it was used for the murder? That must be the reason? Tape? No, it can't be tape. Surely, right? Hole in the corner?
This is it!
Oh, well done. I shot with a magic circle.
It's
Because
because
he did
of
all
the
this.
magic circle at the scene of the crime.
They told no one to move it. Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail, but it may also unleash a curse.
Before we began the seance, we were warned not to step on the circle. The floorboard in question was within the circle. That's why no one stepped on it.
Yeah.
So the magic circle's purpose was to keep us away from the whole trick.
Well, I think it actually did serve its
That was part of
purpose,
the
kind
culprit's
of.
plans too?
That's right. If that's the case, then the culprit, there's no doubt in my mind they're the one who killed Tenko. Only one person had the opportunity and the motive. Where are you, bitch? Because I know it's been you all along. For a while.
It has to be you!
But again, the second trial does not matter, or the second murder
Kyo.
doesn't care.
Was it you?
Whatever are you talking about?
See, now he seems more
I'm talking
suspicious about the first
Tenko's
murder now.
murder.
Because why is he trying to play the blame? Like, it weren't me, it weren't me, it weren't me. If he admitted to it, then it would have been harder to find the first case as murder. Because, like I've been saying, and like Monokuma said, the fucking second murder doesn't matter.
Kyo? Why do you suspect me?
Your trial,
Because you were
your
the one who
rules.
drew the magic circle.
Yep.
The circle kept us from discovering the seesaw trick.
Yep.
But that's not all it was for. In order to make the murder succeed, variables like Tenko's position and the placement of the cage needed to be defined. And those variables were defined by using the magic circle.
It was keeping
In
everyone under
short,
bay.
the circle itself was the most important tool in this murder. Knowing that, the person who drew the magic circle has to be the culprit.
Well, Kyo,
Answer already! Did you do it?
She'll murder you. Are you going to say this where it doesn't matter?
What is so funny?
I was just thinking. So this is how each Blackened must have felt. What an intriguing experience this is.
What? An intriguing experience?
Well, he is an anthropologist. He kind of want experiences.
But if I am the culprit as you claim, then I stomped on the floorboard, yes?
Correct.
So, do tell. How could I have stomped on the floorboard during that darkened seance?
I see. That is problem.
Unless that is made clear, you cannot be certain I am the culprit.
I think this guy's forgotten that he could have got away with this.
how can you
Clearly.
be so calm when you're backed into a corner like this?
He's adamant that there's no loopholes.
I will explain that in due time. Please answer my question first.
Unless he already knows he's okay with it. The culprit stepped on that exact floorboard even in the darkness. But how? How do they move around in total darkness? In a room that dark, it's hard to imagine the culprit found the right board. Although, even after I put out the candle, I can move along the wall with my
Wait a
hand.
minute. Maybe
Did you figure it out?
That's it. The culprit didn't even have to see it at all. They used the touch.
that's it. The culprit used touch. They didn't see, they felt.
That way they could get around in the dark, like how I got to the candle.
Ah, we all got to the candle.
Wasn't Seesaw in middle of room? Gonta doesn't think it was near wall.
Exactly.
So they probably used something besides the wall to move then, right?
The salt.
Were there any other markers within reach?
Yeah, salt.
Of course, the answer to that is there was nothing of the sort.
And the answer to that is bullshit, bitch. There's salt all over the floor. No, I'm sure there was something. A landmark they could have used to determine where the floorboard was. It must have been at the scene, I know it. Oh. Oh, crap. I'm gonna go for Magic Circle. Nailed it. Need an A. I saw there's a G over here, I think. Need an I. Oh. Right, there's a C over here somewhere, but oh, there it is. Magic. That's upside down. Oh, where's the R? R? Aha. This is where I forget how to spell circle. Need E. Where is there an E? Where are you? There you are. There we go, that was an easy one to solve. Like I said, there was all over the floor.
That's
The Hangman
it.
Gambit is pretty
The
tough.
magic circle. They used the magic circle. Remember?
Okay.
The magic circle was drawn with salt. The culprit used the salt's texture to feel their way through the dark.
Is that why your thing didn't work? Although you knew what you were going to do with it anyway, so.
See,
So Kyo traced the magic circle with his hands to get to the loose floorboard.
Could have even used his feet, though, to be fair.
Oh, I see. You drew the magic circle with salt to use it as a guide.
I think you were supposed to use salt anyway, so. But the sands were just a red herring.
An interesting thought. It is unfortunate that it is so wrong.
How is that so wrong? What?
Recall the document. What did the magic circle look like?
Exactly like in your book.
Based on the document, the magic circle wouldn't reach the corners of the room.
See, now there's several things that are wrong with this. I believe if I look at the magic circle pattern beforehand in my truth bullets. Whereabouts are you? Should be somewhere in here, right? Because it's a clue. Is it not? I don't think it actually is one, no. Damn it. Alright, we'll leave it be now then. But he drew lines to the corner. I don't think that were part of the circle.
When the room was darkened, each of us was in a corner of the room, yes?
But the circle didn't have arrows pointing to the corners.
The magic circle didn't reach us, so I could not have followed it, yes?
Yes, but you put a line of salt
But you're
to the
talking
circle.
about the magic circle in the document. That doesn't mean the circle you drew was the same.
It was not the same.
No.
I've been with this for
I
a
most
while.
Definitely drew it exactly the same. I have it perfectly memorized.
Yes, but then you've also messed it up on purpose.
So which is it? Is there any way to check?
Is there a way to check?
Not anymore. The magic circle is a complete mess from being trampled on.
Great. I see another piece of the puzzle. Join the circle with salt, all but guaranteed it would be temporary. The investigation itself would have gotten rid of the evidence.
Everyone,
However,
may I have your attention, please?
have you got a picture, Mr. Keyboy?
What a pain. We don't have any way to check it now.
I fucking hate you.
Excuse me, everyone. May I have your attention, please?
Will the real Slim Shady please stand up?
Well, I guess there's no point in discussing the magic circle anymore.
Oh my god, I want to fucking punch him.
Hey, may I have your attention?
Oh, I said cut that out! It's too bright!
I apologize. I just wanted everyone to listen to me.
This dude gets so much fucking hate. This guy's amazing.
I had Miu add another function to my body, in addition to the flashlight.
Hell yeah. Why does she not know this?
No way! Did you really? Stop! You can't! I didn't install it for that purpose!
Please, let me use it. With it, I might be able to save everyone.
Mia, did you install a camera function to Kibo so you could take pictures of yourself?
Alright, so what is this function?
Mia is very, shall we say, sultry.
It's an image recording function.
But then move some of those words and get rid of the R.
Image recording?
Specifically, this function allows me to dispense a printout of my own memory.
Yep, she definitely installed it so she can make pinups of herself.
I'll give it
Okay.
a try. Ready?
Does it come out of his mouth?
From your mouth?
That's hilarious.
Also used magic like that before.
This printout is my memory.
I
being
imagine
pulled
she
out of a
probably
safe.
has, though. Like kids' magic, you know what I mean? Like when you like
Please
rip up a
confirm
piece of
that
card,
the
you pull
floor
out
of
your
the
mouth like,
empty room
ta-da!
is clearly visible. Go on, take the picture and see for yourself.
Okay, got it.
I reluctantly took the paper from Kibo's mouth. As you can see, I want to know if actually the difference is here. Because if you see, like, the lines are very different. You've got 3 lines, then you've got 2 line, 2 dots. I want to cross-reference this. Do we have it in a book? Do we have the picture of it in a book? I don't think we have it in a book. That kind of sucks, because I now can't cross-reference this. Bollocks! But like, anyway, I know the lines pointing outwards, they were not in the book anyway.
Well, Shuichi, do you notice anything?
Yeah. Do I have to point and click? Well, I guess I can use this right here.
There!
There you go.
This helped a lot, Kibo. Without
Thank
you,
We're
I
gonna
never
waste scot
would
free.
have seen through Kiyo's lie.
My lie.
You just said that you drew the magic circle exactly as it appears in the document.
But you didn't.
But that's a lie, isn't it? The magic circle at the scene had lines that stretched to the room's corners.
Yep. Noticed that. 6, 4, 5, 5, 5, 3,
Which
5,
means that
4.
you would be able to find the floorboard from anywhere in the room.
I want to see if those are actually correct.
So it was different from the document after all.
All because Himiko noticed. And because of Kibo, too.
I don't think Himiko noticed
Hey,
it.
where's my thanks? I'm the one who installed that function into Kibo.
Yes, for your own weird pleasure, Mew. We know this.
Hey, yeah, what was it you were saying about its purpose?
That's not important, Kaito.
To be honest, the purpose of that image recording function is to monitor my health.
I think she means her ballistics. Or a personality.
Specifically, I make Kibo use that function every day to analyze my turds.
Okay, I was wrong.
You're
What?
Why? Shit is a great indicator of intestinal health and gut bacteria quality.
I want to vomit.
Plus,
Can I vomit now?
Taking a satisfying shit does wonders for a woman's natural beauty, so...
Can you stop?
See? You're all grossed out! This is why I didn't want to tell you about my plan!
See, you could have lied and said it's for a pin-up thing, Mew. Or check your personalities if they've grown or anything.
Quit talking about your poop. No one cares.
Thank you, Himiko.
Kyo, you killed Tenko, didn't you? Just give up and admit it already.
But it doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter to the death.
So, Kiyo, if you have any objections, you can...
Your deductions are fiction.
Of course.
Well, since you've given me the option, I will most certainly object.
Why?
To be honest, it's unimportant, but it may be an amusing diversion.
It isn't important, you're correct.
Now I shall bear witness to your abilities, Shuichi. Do entertain me.
Is he doing it just because he could object? I'm gonna object now. Fuck it, I can. The white
If
sheet.
you are going to claim I am the culprit, then what of the murder weapon?
What about the murder
It
weapon?
was set up in the cage.
Yeah.
The only people capable of that are Kokichi and Shuichi, who carried the cage. So
No.
suspicion should fall on them.
No. That's wrong. Okay, that was easy.
True, we could have placed the sickle there, but we could not have removed it later. Because we weren't the ones who lifted the cage. That was Himiko.
The only person who could have collected the sickle is Himiko.
Not
But the
necessarily.
only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor did I had no opportunity to touch the sickle.
Boosh. Yeah, you did.
I'll cut through your words!
I've been saying this since the last fucking episode a week ago. Like, come on, man.
The only person who could have set up the sickle and retrieved it afterward is Kiyo.
Yep.
That was done by covering the cage with a white cloth.
That's what I've been fucking saying! Because it was underneath the cloth. See?
You could have
Right there.
secretly placed the sickle when you draped the cloth.
Oh my god. And then removed it when you pulled away.
Afterward, when you removed the cloth.
To make sure no one fooled it.
Then, while everyone was distracted, you discreetly dropped the sickle under the floor.
Wonderful! That's exactly correct.
But like you said, not important. What?
It's correct. Then why don't you give up already?
Because it doesn't matter.
The trick I put so much work into is just wasted effort now. Alas.
So, it was you? You killed Tenko?
Yep. Pointless
Let
though.
me guess. You'll never forgive me. Himiko, you must hate me so very much.
But this is a scot-free murder.
Maybe you'd feel better if I was executed by Monokuma. But unfortunately for you, that won't happen. Because if you vote for me, every spotless, including myself, will die.
What you talking about, Kyo?
What you talking about, fool?
You still don't understand?
Rule. One of the rules.
I killed Tenko, that is the truth. But it is meaningless in this class trial.
Yep. I've been saying this for so long.
You mean Monokuma's extra rule, right?
Yep. Ah, that's right. What happens to your votes if they are two blackened candidates? Well, I have an answer for that. It's first come, first served.
You see, I killed Tenko, but not Angie. For us, Tenko's death is nothing but a trivial issue. Because the blackened in this trial is the culprit who killed Angie.
Yep.
Trivial issue?
I've been saying that for about a week now, that it was pointless for him to do it.
No, that's gotta be a lie. You probably killed Angie too.
We will start focusing on that now, though.
That is simply not possible. Recall that I was unable to enter Angie's lab.
That is true.
Oh, only student council members and Kokichi could enter research lab.
Now we're getting back on track.
How could I have possibly killed Angie when I couldn't even enter her lab?
Magic. Wait, that's Miko's.
Can
Fuck.
figure that out. No one else could have done it besides you.
How do you know that, though, Himiko?
If you're the one who killed Tenko, you gotta be the one who killed Angie.
I understand how you feel, Himiko, but maybe we can discuss this rationally and calmly.
Nice one, Keyboy.
There is a non-zero possibility that Kyo is telling the truth.
Non-zero.
So you understand how she feels. I see. Wait, robots can understand human feelings?
He's the best robot ever existed, you dunce.
Of course I understand. I work really hard to understand.
He's just being a dick.
Hey, why are you getting all worked up, Kibo? Chill, dude.
That's enough! It's voting time! I'm gonna vote for him!
Voting for me will only help the one who murdered Angie.
I'd like to see how this would have trialed out if they just went for it anyway.
Isn't Kyo culprit?
Not for the first murder.
Of course I'm not. This case was an error on my part.
No. Yeah,
Monokuma
exactly.
added that rule after both bodies were found, yes? How was I to know that the trial would only be for Angie's killer?
Never said anything about a trial after that.
I certainly wouldn't have killed Tenko.
Why? Oh, right, yeah, she's still part of the killing game. Of course you are.
You're lying! You killed Tenko and Angie!
But how do you know? Is a tour driving through or something to tell you this?
Jumping to conclusions here is dangerous.
Extremely.
We should talk it out more. This case might have juicy plot twists waiting to happen.
Nuts to that! Any way you look at this case, Kyo is obviously the culprit.
The only incriminating evidence we've got to put him in the place of Angie is the sword. But like he said, anyone can go into that bloody room where it were.
There's sort of no other way to look at it.
We need to get to the truth.
No, it's too dangerous to vote before we arrive at a logical decision.
The culprit's one of you! Wowee! This argument is getting intense! At times like this... The Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds!
The fuck is a more phenomenal?
Yippee! I've been waiting for this!
Why were you waiting for it?
Kyo confessed to killing Tenko, but insists he didn't kill Angie. We won't forgive Kyo for what he did, but we can't vote until we know the facts. I have to pin down the evidence and convince everyone. Is this the mass panic debate? Oh, it's a split opinion. Yeah, split the room. I love the split the room. This is one of my favorites. This is my favorite as well. I'm on Kokichi's side. I wait for this personally. I love these. They're not hard to do. Even though last episode I was like, oh, I don't want to do it. But I'm like, I'm good. I'm good now for some reason. Okay. Okay.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie.
Kibo!
Boom.
We don't know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
Boosh.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and
I got
Boom.
this! But he couldn't get into Angie's research lab.
I'm quick on the ball with
Katana was
these.
found in Kyo's lab.
Ah, fuck. Lab.
Kyo did kill Tenko, but he not blackened?
That one. Go.
Perhaps there's a second blackened we need to find.
There we go.
He was planning to use the new rule to protect himself all along.
Roll.
Not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
Now mystery.
solve the mystery of Tenko's death. Can't we just vote now?
I got this! Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
Did we lose because I didn't put lab down in time?
The katana was found in Kyo's lab.
That's true. When we aren't consistent, our position looks weak. We have to work together now. Fuck! If we vote now, we'll know the truth.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie.
Kokichi!
Whoops.
Perhaps there's a second blackened we need to find.
Fuck that up.
The katana was found in Kyo's lab. So Kyo did kill Tenko, but he not blackened? He's planning to use the new rule to
God damn it.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie.
Kibo!
There we go.
We don't know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
Now I need to find the Angie button.
He forced his way into
I got this!
There
But
we
he
go.
couldn't get into Angie's research lab.
The
Now we
katana
want the lab.
was found in Kyo's lab.
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab.
There you go. That's all we needed.
Kyo did kill Tenko, but he not blackened?
Now let's do that again.
Perhaps there's a second blackened we need to find.
Now roll.
He was planning to use the new rule to protect himself all along.
Kyo! Not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
We solved the mystery of Tenko's death. Can't we just vote now?
I got
Not
this!
important.
Not
Not
yet.
important.
There's still another mystery to solve.
Well, no, you can't. That's not the. Wrap it up. It's a fucking victory, bitches. A button now. Oh, it was X. I'm pushing back and I can't do it. Like that. There we go. Woo. I love those. They're so cool. I want a game purely like that. Because there's a proper mass
It would be
panic
a
debate.
mistake to vote before we've completely solved Angie's
But the mass
murder.
panic debate is when there's like 3 things to look at.
And there's still the mystery of Tenko's murder.
We know Tenko's murder.
Mystery? What kind of mystery?
Well, Kyo's confession derailed our conversation a bit.
But we know Tenko died killed.
But we still have to go over one of the clues found at Tenko's crime scene.
The blood underneath the floorboards? It was already there?
I believe it might even have something to do with Angie's murder.
Yes, the outlying piece of evidence at Tenko's murder scene. The dried blood? Oh, the, Hold on. Where's the... This?
I was wrong!
But I thought that would be it. Did I come across the tape? A bloody piece of duct tape stuck to her hair. The blood had already dried. The blood that was flowing from the back of Angie's neck created a pool of blood. What else was down under the in the hole? Dried blood on the floor. This?
This is it!
Eh, well, dried blood anyway. So there was already dried blood under there.
Blood stain found under the floor. Maki and I found it during the investigation. It was beneath the floorboard that the culprit stomped on.
Is that Tenko's blood?
It can't be because it's dried.
That bloodstain was too far from Tenko's corpse to have been hers.
Also, the
Is this where
bloodstain
Angie
was
died
already
then?
dry when we found it. But the blood from Tenko's body hadn't even begun to dry yet.
No, it was still wet and moist.
Well, that's weird. Why was that bloodstain the only dry one?
Because I think that's where Angie died. The bloodstain on the floorboard was dry because it happened before the seance.
That's it!
Duh.
The bloodstain wasn't from Tenko's murder.
Okay.
It was there before we started the seance.
Before the seance?
I should make it clear whose blood it was. The bloodstain is from Angie Yonaga.
That's it!
I don't remember this.
That bloodstain wasn't
This is all
Tenko's.
new to me.
It was Angie's.
Why was blood from Angie at the scene of Tenko's murder?
Maybe Angie did it from beyond the grave. Did we get Kyo wrong this entire time?
Yeah, wasn't Angie killed in her research lab?
That's where the body was found. That doesn't mean it's the murder scene.
Just because we found her body there doesn't mean she was killed there.
Exactly. Murder scene, but not the crime scene.
I guess that's possible.
If Angie wasn't killed in her lab, then that opens up a lot more possibilities.
Anyone could have killed her.
We assumed that only council members could have killed Angie since her body was in her lab. But if she died somewhere else, then we can't suspect just the council members anymore.
Well, if Angie came out of her room, someone killed her underneath the floorboards somehow, and then all they had to do was put her body inside the room again and then go through the entire inside locked door, because the room locks from the inside. That's possible to do. Kokichi could have gone in any time. So, other than that, I guess obviously the locked door room with a sword would have locked the door from behind, so anyone could have done that too.
So the culprit didn't enter her lab, but waited for her to come
But
out
who's
of it?
smart enough to know that? That's the question.
I'm not sure
I guess
if
they're all
the
smart
culprit
enough to do
waited
it.
for her, but they probably killed her when she came out. Well, I thought that was more likely from the start.
But who though? Who has the
I went to
motive?
places Angie might have gone and checked all 3 empty rooms.
Oh,
Places she might have gone? Why did you check the empty rooms then?
The empty rooms were the only places I could think of that Angie would go.
but why?
Did Angie have business in rooms?
It seems Kokichi's up to his usual misleading nonsense again.
Why are you laughing at that?
I do lie a lot, and I could be lying right now too. But I'm pretty sure someone's panicking right now because of my lie.
Oh? Angie left her lab on her own and headed to the room where she was killed. Is Kokichi's statement true or not? Okay, now I've got to try and solve the bottom of this one then, huh?
The art research lab is
Yes.
not where Angie was killed.
We know this.
She was
That's
killed
true.
in the empty room instead.
Underneath the
Left
empty
the
room, but
lab
yeah.
On her own?
But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there.
Except for candles.
That's it! She
Now, why am I agreeing with that with effigies? I think this is where the effigies were. How many effigies were there? 4? I think there were 4 effigies. Yeah, we'll live.
The art research lab
She left her lab on her own?
But why would go into an empty room? There should
Except for candles.
That's it! She wanted a candle! To keep herself awake at night.
What?
She would drip hot wax on her body.
Oh, yep,
That
typical
sounds
Mew.
like something only you would do, Mew.
The art research lab
4 wax effigies that were created for the resurrection ritual. They are exact replicas of the late Rantaro, Kaide Ryoma. Rantaro, Kaide Ryoma, and Kurumi. They were hung upside down from the ceiling beams in the Ultimate Artist's lab. It actually could be this.
Is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
Huh.
But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything.
I feel like it's going to be the last one with these for some unknown reason.
Except for candles.
That's it! She wanted a candle! Keep herself awake at night.
Is it a blue thing or is it a red thing?
On her body. That sounds like something.
I missed. Nope, nope, fuck. Okay.
Lab.
I'm gonna try that one again because I think it could be true.
She left her lab on her own? But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there.
I want a V agree. Can we get a V agree?
Got wax on her body. That sounds like something only you would do.
Boop. No, okay, not that then. Okay.
Art
Okay.
Research Lab.
Godleaf katana. That's not that important. Unless he
not
found
where
that
Angie
on
was
the
killed.
floor. Book Monokuma prepared as a motive. Angie attempted to carry out the book's ritual. The Necromonicon Resurrection Ritual. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever materials you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution, be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning, sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times, then close your eyes and wait. After a while you should feel lights up on your back. If so, that has worked.
She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there.
I'm gonna have to use this real quick to kill myself.
That's it! She wanted a candle! To keep herself awake at night.
And that's killed me. There we go. I have to use my brain again here. Let's retry this again.
We can't let it end here.
Were they hanging normally? Do you think? It says an empty room, but what if it wasn't empty? Oh, I didn't think of that.
The Art Research Lab
Yeah?
is not where Angie was killed.
Nope.
She was killed in the empty
Oh, it weren't that. Fuck, thought it was that. She doesn't know either. Okay, I'll tell you. Angie was killed in the empty room.
Damn it! The Art Research Lab is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
I can't get rid of it.
On her own?
Fuck.
But why would she go into an
Damn
empty
it.
room?
I've lost the time. Well, that's the
There
time
shouldn't
anyway.
have been anything in there.
Godleaf katana.
Except for candles.
That's it! She wanted a candle!
She did.
Herself awake at night.
I'm just going to throw that again because I don't want to waste that.
Wax on her body.
Yep.
That sounds like something only you would do, Mew.
That means agree, though. Blue means agree.
The Art Research Lab is
Okay, if I do this, I'm thinking it's this one here. No, it wasn't that at all. Okay. Interesting.
I was wrong.
The Art Research Lab is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there.
Except for candles.
That's it! She wanted a candle!
Right. It could be this then. Yeah, she wanted a candle for these. But they're not hung upside down. I think they're hung normally.
The Art Research Lab is not where Angie was killed.
Yep.
She was killed in the empty room instead.
Nope, not you.
She left
Break some of those
her
though.
On her own? But why would she go into an empty room?
Come on.
Anything in there,
Come on.
except for candles.
Come on. Oh, it weren't that far! Come on!
Damn it!
I thought it was that, because she would want a candle.
We can't let it...
Because it's wax. Is that not it?
The art research lab.
I'm going to try all the things on that last one. On the one that Muse shouts out. Because it seems to be the right one. Okay, it's not that one then, okay. It wouldn't make sense that she wanted the wax for the for those things. Let's try the Necromonicon.
She left her lab on her own? But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there. Except for candles.
Aha!
I agree.
For the Necromonicon. I knew it was something to do with the effigy thing. Or the ritual.
That's it. Angie went to that room to get a candle.
Yeah, for kinky wax play.
Well, not kinky, but for wax play, yeah.
No. Angie was going to use it for the ritual.
For the candles, maybe?
According to the Necronomicon, to resurrect the dead.
After preparing the effigy, burn the Necromonicon to ashes. Ah.
Then, did she seek out a candle so she could burn the book?
That's
I
right.
didn't think of that
There's
logic.
nothing to start a fire with in Angie's lab. So she went to go get a candle from one of the empty rooms.
And that's when the culprit attacked her.
Is this... Okay, hear me out. What if Kyo actually did kill Mio? Now, here's my reasoning why I think Kyo. Even though you'll find out in about an hour's time, roughly. Kyo was prepping his work for the rooms. In case no one suggested the middle rooms, he could suggest them himself. And then obviously, like, how do I know which room I'm going to use? Well, he said the room, but he could have used any of the rooms. You know? But he says, oh, you could use that room, but which room then? Like, try and push, oh, we could use this one. So it still would have ended the same. So, what if Miu went to get the candle to burn the book, because she's going to do a freaking resurrection ritual, and she caught Kyo messing with the floorboards, because we know that's possible, and in a retaliation, like, fuck you caught me, I'm going to kill you to get you out of the way. So then she can't put blame, like, yo, I tried to catch this guy doing some shady shit, but he didn't have to kill her, you know? It was all just playing a prank, so they had to lay it off if that were the case. But he killed her, puts her in a room, makes the locked room scenario, and then proceeds with the seance, because no matter which room he was going to perform a seance anyway, with or without Angie doing her effigy shit. I feel like that's what was happening. I think he was planning to kill someone, it just doesn't really matter who. But I guess the Necronomicon... I think he might have been planning to do the Necronomicon thing himself, kill someone and then resurrect him at the same time. Perhaps. We don't know. Let's find out.
That's why there was dried blood under floor.
Which means Angie was attacked in the same room the seance was held. Bravo, Himiko. Well done for choosing that room for the seance.
It's like a
If
tour
we
help.
hadn't done the seance in that room, then Tenko's murder would have been in another room.
That's true.
If that happened, no one would have discovered Angie's bloodstain under the floorboards.
That's right. Shuichi and I only checked under the floorboards where Tenko died.
Yeah.
Yep, it's all thanks to Himiko for choosing the same room as Angie.
But again, all she wanted to do was get candles, and all the rooms had candles, so, you know.
This must be Atua's will. Or maybe the power of magic.
From now on, I'm going to go for what my plan is, because I'm thinking Kyo, because he was in that room anyway, like, sorting away at the soul boards.
It's neither. I just picked one.
I'm
Hold
thinking it's
on.
Tatua.
You're all acting as though you've proven that is fact already.
Well, why are you trying to rebuttal it, dude?
You claim Angie was murdered in the empty room, and then moved to the lab?
Not hard to do.
Then how do you explain the large amount of blood in the lab?
Simply paint.
It may be possible to carry a body, but blood cannot be moved.
Could easily be paint, buddy.
I think she was still alive after the attack in the empty room.
Oh?
She was killed after she was carried to her lab.
So it's not the crime scene. That means the culprit attacked her twice. I have evidence of that. We have evidence of her being attacked twice. The tape. The forehead injury. That proves that she was attacked twice. She had lacerations on her body. Concerning laceration, the injury on the victim's forehead was not bleeding as much as it should.
This is it.
Oh, well, there you go then. I was thinking that first, but then
The fatal wound
the
was
monopad.
cut to the back of her neck from a katana.
Ah.
But she also showed signs of blunt force trauma, and I think I know why. After Angie was knocked unconscious in the empty room, she was killed in her lab.
But why?
I see. So that puddle of blood is from the killing blow.
It looks like she was dragged a bit, to be fair.
Ha! It's all clear now. Angie was attacked in the empty room, carried to her lab,
Carry on.
and it was there
What's going on
that
to
the
us? I want a drink.
culprit finished her off.
Carry on.
All clear. This is all clear. What are you all talking about? All
How is it
clear.
not clear?
What is all clear?
Bitch got caught in his axe.
What are you? All clear?
I think it's time to use the showdown thing.
What are you all? You what? What are? I will
Guy's freaking
not
out.
fear. I will not back down.
What the fuck?
Sweet Korekio, calm yourself.
What the fuck?
Their words are all hollow. There is no meaning to any of them.
Does he put feminine lipstick on and makeup onto and then hide it with his mask? What?
You must teach these ignorant children a lesson.
Yes, you're right. Okay, I'll teach them.
This dude have dissociative identity disorder.
What the hell are you mumbling about? You're giving me the goddamn willies!
Another good kind. Oh, she didn't say not the good kind. Okay.
Nothing is clear at all. It's full of doubts, of mysteries, of a dense, impenetrable fog!
Is it because he got soaked through his lies? Is he adamant that the fucking cage couldn't be opened from the inside only?
Clear at all!
Why would she not lock it behind her? Like, she can't lock it from behind. It can only be locked from the inside of the room. Well, I guess Kokichi could also do it too, but still. Because they got rid of the key. What do we have for reputation?
Angie was attacked in the empty room first,
Okay, yep.
and then carried into the research lab.
Apparently so.
Impossible! Impossible! That's
Doubt it.
nothing but a delusion! You intend to poison our minds with your delusions?
I think you just lost it, buddy.
It's no delusion. Angie's 2 external wounds tell the story.
Say that,
After
though.
she was struck in the empty room, she was carried to the art research lab and then killed.
You say the culprit carried Angie's body,
Yeah?
and not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no bloodstains.
Ah! No! Fuck! Damn it!
Oh no!
Right, what can rebuttal this? I don't want
Say
that.
the culprit carried Angie's body, and not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway
Oh.
and empty room had no bloodstains.
Get it? Come on! Really? Not that one either?
Damn it!
How is it not that one
The
either?
culprit carried Angie's body, and not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no bloodstains. Even if you wipe them down later, there'd still be traces of evidence left behind.
Oh, did I go too early?
There was no evidence anywhere, was there, Shuichi?
Oh. Maybe I swung at the wrong
You
one.
say the culprit carried Angie's body?
Yarp.
And not a single drop of blood fell?
Yarp.
The hallway and empty room had no bloodstains.
Get rid of that one, but don't care about that one.
Down later, there'd still be traces of evidence left behind. But there was no evidence anywhere, was
Bosh!
there, Shuichi?
Oh, it was a V-cut. Hell yeah. Never done a V-cut before. I was straight through. I think because it made a clean cut across. I assume.
There was evidence left at the scene. The bloody tape under Angie's body.
What?
It was wrapped around her head to stop the bleeding while she was being carried.
Nah.
Bloody tape? Gonta didn't notice at all.
Didn't notice
It's under
much.
the body. It's most likely evidence the culprit should have gotten rid of. But since it was hidden, the culprit didn't notice and failed to dispose of it.
Was it hidden though? Because he still would have used it,
It
right?
must have fallen as the fatal blow was dealt and ended up under her body.
Ah.
Must have been Atua who did that for us.
What? Atua? How long are you going to keep that up?
This guy's losing his mind because he knows
Now
he's in a
we know
dead
most
end.
of the mystery behind Angie's murder.
Yep.
I'm convinced there's only one person who could have killed Angie.
Yeah. Is he this way? Oh, too far. I was on the left of Gunter. There he is.
It has to be you.
The sword, the tape, the ritual,
It's
the
you,
bindings.
Kyo. You killed.
Okay.
What the fuck? So it's true!
Well, that was obvious. Such a boring, obvious answer.
So I feel like because he went for the middle room, I think Angie chose the middle room because that was like body. Boom. Let's go for that. You know what I mean?
Killed both of them.
Oh, Miko gotta be Angie.
Why did you kill them?
Before she has a mental breakdown first, of course.
In terms of pure logic, only one victim was necessary to win.
Yeah, I think one of them was an accident, the other one was more purposeful. The accident
Why?
would be Angie.
Why you killed them both?
I think one of the murders was an accident.
Yeah.
An accident?
That's right. It wasn't part of the plan.
Exactly.
Huh? Which one?
The murder that was an accident was Angie.
That's it.
Because I think my planning was, well, what I
Angie's
said
murder
earlier
was an accident.
was what he was doing, so he was setting up for the murder.
What? Tenko wasn't accident?
No, that was on purpose.
That's right. Kyo originally planned to kill someone with the seesaw trick.
Because he had it all planned out and stuff. He should have just
But
left
while
it
he was
be.
making preparations in the empty room, Angie walked in.
He should have just left it. Ah, I've killed someone. Okay, we'll leave it be. Don't know why I went on with the plan. A little bit deluded if that were the case.
So he decided to kill her in order to keep her from talking.
She just happened to walk in on the culprit setting up and was killed.
Like get this, right? If he was planning this murder and he didn't attack her and she lived and then told everyone that, hey, I caught Kurikyo doing some weird shit in the 3 empty rooms, so I suggest no one go in those, like, at all. There's some shady shit prepping up there. And then he just make another plan. I was like, damn it, I didn't kill her. Oh well. Because they can't really do a clash trial if no one's going to get killed though, right? Unless she kept it to herself to easily trap out, but it depends, you know? He's a bit stupid. He says he's an anthropologist, he's not that clever.
Then he should have just stopped there.
He should have done. Simple as.
Killed Angie. There was no reason for him to kill Tenko.
He actually might have gotten away with it too.
You only needed to kill one for this game. Killing two is pointless.
Montague said that
If you get
too.
bonus points for killing more, then sure. Otherwise, it leaves more clues behind.
And he did.
Why, Kyo? Why you killed 2 of our friends?
What on earth are you talking about?
Oh. I know why he decided to kill. Ignore the fact that I just said that he could have just ignored it. I think his real plan was to bring back someone from the dead. Ah, I see.
No, I'm not the culprit.
I see.
So, why is everyone looking at me like I am?
I know what happened here, yeah.
Why? Why are they? Why is it?
The Necromonicon gave him the motive he needed because it can resurrect the dead. That person there.
Yes.
Whoever that is, that's what the motive was all about, to bring that
raise
person
your
back.
Voice. You mustn't stutter. You
His old
mustn't
sister, I
lose
think.
composure. You mustn't become flustered. You mustn't waver.
To be fair, I'll say it now. Remove the hat. Kinda hot.
Look at their horrid faces. This sorry lot is not worth agonizing over.
Well, it's very feminine.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
There he goes again. What the hell's wrong with him?
Probably has dissociative identity disorder.
It almost seems like he's talking with someone.
While also talking to himself. Not the first time I've had DID on this show, on this
Someone?
game.
He's just talking to himself. And why the hell is he wearing lipstick?
No matter how loudly you protest, this is a trivial matter.
I think it's time for the showdown rebuttal. Rebuttal
Never
showdown.
acknowledge your allegations. Not a single one of them.
I think it's time for me to...
You see, there is no evidence that I killed Angie.
Kinda not.
No, I will not acknowledge it.
Apart from the dry bloodstains underneath the floorboards and no one's gone down there
I will
apart from
only
you.
acknowledge facts, true events. I won't acknowledge fiction, mystery.
Well, spoken by a true
Won't
anthropologist.
Acknowledge your deductions or guesses.
Yeah.
Well said. Good job, Correcchio.
Correcchio? I thought his name was Coricchio.
Yes, thanks.
Okay.
Creeps me the fuck out!
Why is Kaito not having a fucking hissy fit?
You're wrong. There is evidence.
What? You do realize bluffs like that won't work, yes?
We need to prove it.
The weapon that was used to knock Angie unconscious in the empty room.
Right.
That weapon tells us the whole story, Kyo.
It was the floorboard. It was a loose floorboard.
That's not possible.
That's why he got dry blood on it. Bashed her over the head with it. Oh, that makes so much more sense.
Apologize. Come on, apologize. 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 Apologize.
This guy's having a freaking episode like Michael Jackson with his high pitchness.
Apologize.
That's ignorant.
Apologize.
Seriously, what the hell's happening?
Someone guy's having a panic attack. That's what's happening here, Kaido. I have no idea what's happening with Kyo. But I know what happened. I know what weapon he used on Angie. I have to prove it to him. Mass panic. Oh, argument.
I have nothing to admit.
Oh, okay.
You are simply wrong.
Need to get this right.
The culprit. So I have nothing to confess.
Ah.
I have nothing to admit.
Oh, come on. I'm not that bad at this.
You are simply wrong.
There we go. Nailed it.
Yes.
Now we're getting better at it. This is way better than the previous
So I
games.
have nothing to confess.
Still missing that one, though. Oh. Weakened him once.
Force
Okay.
your delusions on us. Your logic. That's merely
What
a
better with speed?
delusion. Well said, Correcchio.
Damn it.
To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force
Hey,
your
slow down a bit.
delusions on us? Your logic. That's merely a
Oh,
delusion.
baby, a quad.
Well said, Correcchio.
Jesus
To
Christ.
continue this debate is
There's a lot of things happening on screen, and
Why
it's
must you force your delusions on us?
right here.
Your logic.
There we go. That's better. Okay, stage 3. Let's go.
I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me.
Wrap it
Correcchio
up.
speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot.
Wrap it up again.
Apologize. Apologize.
Ooh, shit.
Apologize. 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 I told you I am not the culprit.
Jesus, what the fuck is
Why
going
are
on
you
with his
looking at me
voices?
like that? You're all wrong, not me.
I can wrap it up that one pretty good.
Such a sorry lot.
Did he try and block that or something?
Apologize. Apologize. Apologize.
I'm going too fast, I think, now.
I'm not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me.
Oh, at least the colour will come back now.
The truth. Such a sorry lot.
That was hard. Jesus.
Apologize. Apologize.
That's not too bad.
Apologize.
That sucks.
So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me.
Big one. Good. No. Nailed it. Okay, final blow.
You have no proof that Correggio is the killer.
Remove floorboard.
It ends here.
Bosh. I nearly died on that one. Damn. Don't like the sexy picture of him, though.
Keo hit Angie with the same floorboard used in the seesaw trick.
Hell yeah. That gave it to me.
And how do you know the floorboard was the murder weapon?
Because of the dried blood on one of the corners.
There was a small patch of dried blood on the underside of the floorboard.
Right. Bosh.
Angie's blood?
Yeah, must have been.
Blood that spattered there when the culprit struck Angie with the board. But that's not the only evidence that she was hit with that floorboard.
Oh?
There's also the blood stain under the floor to consider. For that to be there,
would have to drip through the floor.
The floorboard must not have been in place at the time of the attack.
Yeah,
Good point.
of course.
Had the floorboard been in place, her blood wouldn't have splattered beneath it.
Okay. I don't remember the second part, though. I knew that he killed Angie, but I don't remember how.
That the floorboard was used.
Well, I just thought it was the stab when I saw it, but not the I didn't know like the bonk was a thing as well.
How?
If the weapon used to hit Angie is the floorboard from the seesaw trick,
it means the culprit knew about the seesaw, so the same person killed Tenko and Angie.
Ah. That's why it's incriminating evidence. He done good. Should have left Angie live. Should have let Angie live and do it in some other way.
I believe that while Keo was setting up the seesaw, he was holding the board when Angie walked in.
And he cold-cocked her with the floorboard.
all you can do now is accept it. You even confessed to Tenko's murder already.
Yeah, pretty much. After we've solved that fact.
So it's true. This is the truth.
Looks like we're almost at the end.
We are.
All right, Shuichi. I'll leave the finale to you. Bring down the house.
Bring down the house, bitches.
Please, put an end to this.
What do I have to? I've done the rebuttal.
For Angie and Tenko's sake. End this class trial.
I'll cut through your words.
I understand. I'll go over everything one more time.
Ah! I forgot about this bit.
Keo, I want you to confess. No, I will force you to confess.
Okay. Are we going to start with Act 5 first, or are we going to start from him killing Angie? Who was the culprit with the saw in the empty room? Do we have that yet? No. Okay. What weapon knocked out Angie unconscious? This. There we go. Okay. Ooh, I didn't even see this. What's over this side? What was compressed? What was compressing the injury on Angie's head when she was carried? None of those. Oh, shit. What weapon killed Angie? Well, that I don't have. Whose effigy was stabbed with the katana? We don't have that either. The handle of the spinning katana was this one. There you go, hit the sliding lock. Good, good, good. Okay. When Angie's body was found, who unlocked the door? Kokichi, so we don't have Kokichi either. What object did Tenko rest her forehead on? That is the pebble right there. Nice. And then we have this, which is... Let's go back over here real quick. Who was the culprit with the saw? Was compressing Seeing the injury. What weapon killed Angie? Oh, okay. Because they said it removed the Godleaf Katana, but that's not what was there. Let's start from the top again. Let's unlock this shit. Just in case anyone comes to light. The path made with salt. So we've got salt, stuck duct tape, and sickle placed in to kill. Okay. The duct tape. Cool. And then we've got... What else do we have? We have sickle and the salt. We didn't get to the salt section yet. Go unlock the door. Let's go Kichi. What weapon did the culprit set up in the iron cage? The sickle? There you go. And now we need... who is beside Kichi responsible for extinguishing the candles? Uh-huh. There you go. The salt. Okay. Go back to the beginning again. Let's unlock all this shit. There you go. And there we go. Cool. Okay. Who was the culprit with the saw in the empty room? This thing? Ah! Didn't tell me who the culprit was. Okay. And the next one is this one, whose effigy that is stabbed Kaede, which is down here. Okay, next mystery to solve. When Angie's body was found, who unlocked the door? Where's Kokichi? There he is. And then the next one is in here. Who's beside Kokichi? Where's Shuichi? There's Shuichi. There we go. The next piece, when the culprit approached the cage, he jumped. There you go. And the missing piece of the puzzle. Boom. Footsteps contaminated
This
in the
is the truth of the case.
There we go. Let's go through all this crap. Even though we don't really need this, but hey, it's a quick
Let's
reminder,
look
see
back
what
at
happened.
the first murder. It
Okay.
was late last night. The culprit was in the empty room on the 4th floor. The culprit was preparing the seance murder they had planned. To use the floorboard as a seesaw, they had to cut the crosspiece supporting it. The plan was to make the same preparations for all 3 empty rooms. This would divert suspicion away from the culprit and whoever picked a room. To cut the crosspieces, they needed a saw. I imagine they got one from the warehouse.
Probably plenty in there.
They were planning to cut the crosspieces in all 3 rooms.
You've already said that, Shuichi. I'll say it twice. There's Angie, just happy-go-lucky girl.
However, when the culprit was working on the middle room, the unexpected happened. Angie walked into that room and saw the culprit making their preparations. She needed some fire for the ritual and had gone to the room for a candle. At that point, the culprit had not finished the setup and was just cutting crosspieces.
And he only did it because of the motive. Because of the Necromonicon.
Angie might not have concluded that it was tied to some kind of murder plan. But now that Angie had seen it, the culprit couldn't use the seesaw trick. Any other person might have just given up, but not our culprit.
Yeah, exactly. Because of the motive.
The culprit took the floorboard they loosened and struck the unsuspecting Angie in the head.
Poor girl.
The culprit did not want to give up on their plan and had to improvise. They wrapped duct tape around Angie's injury to stop the bleeding. Then they picked up her unconscious body and carried her to a research lab. While she was unconscious, the culprit hurried to tie up this loose end. But because they were in a hurry, they made a crucial oversight. They didn't notice the duct tape had peeled off and was under Angie's body.
Even though it wrapped around her head, but sure.
Without that evidence, we may never have figured out the culprit's trick.
Maybe.
Carrying the supplies they needed, the culprit returned to the ultimate art lab. Locked the front door from inside.
So what do you mean if it was like a proper
and took out
courtroom
the
trial?
katana they brought from their own lab.
Yeah, very dull and crap though.
They then stabbed Angie in the back of the neck, finally killing her. Then, to further confuse us, the culprit attempted to make a locked room mystery.
Mentioned all this.
They used rope from the warehouse and hung 4 effigies upside down.
Only just because he had to use one to get out of the room.
There were 2 reasons for this. To overwhelm the room with an occult atmosphere. And the other was the key to locking the room.
So no one could get inside it.
The
Okay.
culprit stuck the katana into
Because
Coyote's
you know what?
effigy near
I'll
the
give him
rear
kudos to
entrance.
this. Because no one would have known about Angie dying if the room was permanently locked. Only Kokichi could go inside.
And spun the effigy around to twist up the rope.
Yes. Is it going to
After
show
enough
us it's
turns, the culprit let go
unraveling and going
headed
down?
for the-
I mean, I didn't mean to skip that.
Once released, the effigy began spinning, and the gold leaf katana with it. The handle of the katana then hit the sliding lock.
Would have been
locking the
bent
door.
out of shape as well, I think. Like, lodged or bent if it's that sturdy.
A difficult trick, but remember that the lock was so loose it moved at the slightest touch. The culprit also would have had the opportunity to attempt it many times. Once complete, the door was locked, but the duct tape was left behind. Perhaps the culprit noticed it, but by that point, it was too late. The room was sealed. There was no way for them to get back inside.
No, it wasn't. But again, locked room was a very clever idea. I'll give him that.
Then, this morning, we opened up the room and discovered Angie's body. But the culprit wasn't finished. They wanted one more murder. To do that, they manipulated us into performing this seance.
Kind of made it, unless Angie was planned, because why would he just provoke a seance anyway? I guess to one of the others, but I don't know why would one perform a seance.
Of the 3 empty rooms, the middle one was chosen for the seance. I
Don't
was
matter.
invited by Kokichi to take Kibo's place in the seance.
Because human. That makes sense, that one. To be fair.
Tenko volunteered to be the medium, but she never imagined it would get her killed. To perform the seance, the culprit claimed they needed something for Tenko. A small stone that Himiko had brought from the courtyard.
Just a small rock.
Tenko, at the culprit's request, bowed her head until it was touching the stone.
Is my thing glitching out? Please just tell me it's glitching out. This is a 12-long video, dude.
That position was instrumental in making sure the murder went as planned.
Is this going to be processed all day today, this one? Well, the day's recorded,
Next,
so that I'm not going to
Kokichi and
miss
I
it on
placed the
the
iron
day it
cage
comes out.
over Tenko
Actually comes
in
out.
the middle of the magic circle. The culprit then volunteered to drape the white cloth over the iron cage. We didn't realize it at the time, but that was a deliberate decision by the culprit. They needed to set up the murder weapon that was used to kill Tenko.
Annoyingly, yes.
While they were covering the cage with a cloth, they secretly placed the sickle.
That would have been annoying though, because you would have had to, like, instead of taking so long to just wrap it over, you had to, like, crouch down and unfold it carefully, unless he would have gone into that a bit more, I guess.
Finally, 4 of us placed the wooden statue on top of the cage. The
Heavy
culprit
wood.
used the weight of the statue to keep the murder weapon in place. After the preparations were complete, we began the seance.
I don't think... Would that be how it would have been? All in the 4 corners? Wouldn't it have to be in, like, the round of the circle thing?
In complete darkness, we each stood in one corner and sang the Cage Child song.
Why is she praying?
When the song finished, the soul of the dead was supposed to enter the medium. But our culprit had another plan, to commit a murder in the darkness. Right after we started singing, the culprit began making their way toward Tenko. It would have been quite difficult to do in total darkness, but our culprit had a guide.
I don't think this one was very well planned out, as in from the makers of the game. Because if he was in that room, how would he have not disturbed the salt pile?
They used the lines of the magic circle drawn with salt. The culprit felt for the salt and used it to guide them along. And when the culprit reached the center of the circle...
Because if they're all singing that song and then he jumped halfway through it, then wouldn't one of the song people singing sound closer to the rest? You know? Very bizarre.
Then lifted up their foot and stomped down hard on the floorboard. The floorboard lifted up like a seesaw.
That should have snapped though. The wood should have snapped.
And pushed Tenko's body up toward the ceiling of the cage.
But again, it's just a
Tenko
game.
was
It's not going to
stabbed in
be
the back of the neck by the
accurate, though,
sickle on
is
the
it
top
really?
of the cage. She was killed right before our eyes, and we didn't even see it. After committing the crime, the culprit followed the salt back to their corner. Finished the ritual and had us light the candles. We followed the culprit's directions and removed the equipment used for the seance. And discovered Tenko's body.
No.
And while we were all focused on the body, the culprit picked up the sickle.
Would have made quite a loud vibrating noise as well, because it's an empty hallway below them.
And dropped it under the floor through the hole.
Oh, saying that though, if the room was going to echo, they wouldn't have really heard much difference then, would they? Because it would have been vibrating around them all. Yeah.
Ironically, the final step of the murder was unwittingly carried out by us. The culprit had planned the murder so that we would unintentionally destroy some evidence. That evidence was the magic circle that the culprit used to navigate in the dark. However, the culprit didn't know that Kibo had taken a picture.
Which is what put all plans into motion.
He really
and
saved
ruined it all
us.
for us.
Without that, we wouldn't know what changes were made to the circle.
Again, the only way that would have made sense is if the echoes blurted out his singing. But again, he's a quiet talker anyway, so maybe his singing's
But
quiet
now
too.
we know for
So maybe not
certain,
noticed it.
And we know the culprit drew the magic circle. Korekio Shinguchi, the ultimate anthropologist. You're the culprit behind these murders.
Well done. We got to the bottom of it. Now to witness the death, and then another death, and then start the next chapter.
That's where my detective
Which
work
we will pick
leads
up
us. It all
after
fits.
the murder well, after we see the killing of Korekio.
Sweet Korekio. There are times when it's necessary to admit defeat. Admit? Yeah. Okay.
So you finally admit you did it.
Unfortunately.
Got no other choice.
Yes.
Being put into a corner.
Yes. It's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. My one regret, my only regret, was not being able to make 100 friends.
Really?
100 friends?
A little bit sad, but alright.
It was my dream to make 100 friends.
You don't need friends. Friends let you down.
Oh, it's so unfortunate! I was so close to 100!
But you killed 2 of them.
What are you talking about? I do not understand a word of this.
Who gives a fuck? Let's vote for this kooky bastard and be done with this already.
I'm on Mew's side. Let's just hurry this along.
Roger that. One voting time. Coming up.
Thank you, Monokuma.
The heart racing excitement as
The heart racing excitement.
Oh, he's even being
As the
ignored by his
black
dad.
and the spotless finally face off.
It's voting time.
Finally, we get into the bottom of this bullshit. It's voting time. Where are you, Korekio? Bosh. Boo-doo. It's getting a bit cold in my
Now
room.
then, it seems the voting has
And I'm getting a
finished.
bit sleepy.
Let's see the result.
But we're nearly done with this, so it's fine. Oh, everyone voted, he even voted for himself. Wow. Okay. Fair enough.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
That should have been said before he pressed the buttons, because who has made the right choice? Oh well, verdict. Monokuma knows exactly how it's all gone down anyway. He's seen it all before his own eyes. Those 2 eyes. He's a crow. What? All rise. Now it's time to watch the death. Oh, that's bad. Oh, I got an A though. A got back route 6 and 13 apparently. Okay, sure. Wow! Seriously! You're correct again!
Absolutely right.
Amazing! This is the 3rd correct verdict in a row!
All right.
If you manage to get 12 correct verdicts in a row, you'll proceed to the bonus round. How's this gonna last that long?
For now.
It's finally over.
No.
No, not yet. I haven't heard his answer yet. Kyo, why? Why'd you kill Angie and Tenko?
Right.
Yeah, he no need to kill them both, no matter what motive he have. Motive? Hey! Did your motive have something to do with the transfer student who was resurrected? Even if it did, though, how did that trigger a murder?
Hey!
Don't tell me. Were you actually scared of the resurrection ritual, Kaido?
Shut up!
Shut up! I never said I was scared. The resurrection ritual had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. Because we're friends. I'll tell you. I never once believed in the ritual. I would never kill someone over such a silly thing as that.
What?
So it has nothing to do with the motive. Then why?
Yes.
For the one that I love.
There is someone that
There
I
is
love.
someone that I love. From the bottom of my heart. Someone so dear. Someone I long for.
I love her with all my heart. And she loves me with all her heart.
Ready to put your disturbing glasses on, folks?
Yes. We vowed an endless love to each other. Forever bound by fate.
Ready for the sound clip that's going to get played?
None can come between us. We are bound by an intense love.
Hold on, I need to make a note of this. Do I have a pen nearby? God, it's getting dark early. Jesus Christ. All I've done today is record this game. Where the flip-flop is my pen? What? Looking right at me.
No matter what anyone says.
Damn, son! Okay.
What?
Bragging about your perfect love life? Fuck you! Some of us ain't that lucky. So to see this lover of yours, you had to escape.
Tell me.
That's why you killed Angie and Tenko. But why do you need to kill them both? If you asked if I did it to escape this place, my answer would no. Would be no. Because I have no need to escape this place. The one I love is inside. Inside?
Wait!
Don't look at me, I'm not his lover. Calm down, no one wants the disgusting shit stuff bitch like you anyway.
Sploosh!
Sploosh. Hey. Kyo, who is it? Who's the person you love? Is it really one of us? When I said inside, I did not mean inside this academy.
You see,
I mean inside me.
sister.
Yes, the one I love lives inside me. My dearest sister.
Huh?
Sister?
Wait!
Don't look at me, I'm not his sister!
Right?
Well, duh. If you were his sister, he would have killed himself already.
Wait.
Your sister? But didn't you say she was your lover?
Whatever is the matter?
It's not that difficult. My sister is my lover. Sweet home Alabama.
I loved her so deeply. And she loved me so deeply.
Sweet home Alabama.
The fact that we were siblings meant nothing to us.
How many times do I have to make this joke?
They called it forbidden love. But none could stop the love we shared. Oh, how I long for my sister's warmth.
That's just creepy.
The only time
No physical connection.
was when I was enveloped
I didn't
in my
see that in the
sister's
top
warmth.
left corner. They're not really brother and sister then. No physical connection.
For my beloved sister.
That is why, for my beloved sister, I had to.
Messing around.
You had to escape from here, right?
No,
No. I had to kill for her. What?
sister.
Sister was very sickly. She was always in and out of the hospital, ever since she was a child. Because of that, she didn't have many friends. She always seemed so lonely.
However,
Even if I could be a little brother and her lover, I couldn't be her friend. So I thought I'd find her some friends. Friends for my dear deceased sister. Is he a serial killer? Because he said he nearly made 100 friends. The fuck?
huh? Do you
Deceased.
understand?
My sister is now a ghost. So a friend should be ghosts too, right?
For my beloved sister.
For sister's sake, I've killed many to send her 100 friends. They were all wonderful people, worthy of being sister's friends. What?
Incomprehensible.
This is too incomprehensible to understand, too impossible.
Sister.
Sister is very happy.
Yes.
Yes, Kurikyo. I am very happy. Thanks to you, I am not lonely.
What?
Can it be that lipstick version of Kyo
I'm
is...
Korekio's older sister.
Thank you for looking after my little brother.
What?
What the hell? After I lost my beloved sister, I was so distraught I nearly went mad. But sister came to save
I am
me.
pleased.
She visited me during one of my seances and stayed inside me.
Sister.
And now I can see her whenever I want. I'm never lonely.
Correcchio.
That's wonderful, Correcchio. You made love the impossible possible.
Are you serious?
Are you serious? Is this really a spirit?
I told you.
He's just delusional. What a sad girl who can't even believe in the power of love.
Ew.
Either way, he's totally out of his mind. I mean, he killed for a dead chick?
Well, you know.
You said you killed a lot already, right? So it wasn't just the two you killed here?
What was that?
What? Seems like he was already crazy before he got here.
Because
You didn't kill to escape from here. That wasn't your purpose from the get-go. You just want to slaughter a bunch, huh?
unacceptable.
Do not make me out to be some bloodthirsty, indiscriminate killer. I only kill girls who I think are worthy of being sisters' friends.
Huh?
Only girls? I see. So we were deciding on who should be the medium. Further, let's choose a spiritual medium. It'd work best with a girl. You said it would work best with a girl.
Right.
I spent my time evaluating all the girls here.
Wonderful.
And besides Maki and Mio, they were all worthy. All worthy of being sisters' friends. All worthy?
Why, you?
Hey, how come I'm not included? I mean, not like I care. And then the second victim, could it be me? Tenko died in place of me? Then I'll do it. I can't think of anyone but me that Angie Spiritwood should go in. No, I'll do it.
Excellent.
Yumiko would have been great, but Tenko volunteering made me so happy. Her noble, earnest heart made her a perfect friend for sister.
Wonderful.
She even infiltrated the student council to protect Himiko. Huh? Infiltrate? Really?
But
But how did you... It was obvious to me. I have studied many people. Yes, she stood up against the darkness of this school all by herself. All for her beloved friend.
Beautiful.
I was so touched by that. Wonderful. She was perfect friend for sister. Can't understand why you didn't like her, Himiko.
Well,
Though I was planning on having you become sister's friend too. Eventually.
No way!
What you do all that for? Wow, you did all that just to kill? For you to go that far, that's pretty impressive. You were interested in the caged child, so you could use it to kill someone, right?
let's see.
It interested me as an anthropologist, of course. But more than that,
For my beloved
I wanted
sister.
to kill for sister. I cannot deny that overpowering feeling.
are you okay?
Kaido, are you okay? You look kind of pale. Don't worry about it. Let's focus on Kyo right now. Allow me to explain, though. I did not plan to kill both of them. I knew I would have plenty of chances after escaping this place.
However,
But Angie walked in on me preparing, and I ended up killing her a different way. So I figured I may as well kill someone else too. After all, it would be a shame just to waste the seance trick I prepared. You're talking like you killed her, just because you could. No, not just because I could. I was sending another friend to sister.
Correcchio.
Grekio, you're such a thoughtful little brother. But it was bad to get greedy.
oh dear.
You're right. Because of that, now I can't send 100 friends to sister. Do you understand now? Those were the circumstances of Korekio's crime. I do not understand. This is all too impossible for me to understand.
Why?
That's right. Killing 2 friends for your dead sister? That's wrong. That's so wrong. Oh, don't get so worked up. That's something I learned after sister's death.
Do not worry.
Death only changes a person's form. The soul lives on as a ghost.
That's right.
That's right. Even though I'm a ghost now, I'm always by Korekio's side.
Sister.
Thank you, sister. I love you. Sweet home Alabama. Get it out already.
What was that?
I don't understand anything you're saying. Nothing makes sense. It's not fair. Why did Angie and Tenko have to die for something so unfair?
Well...
Because death is unfair. Yeah?
And another.
And all deaths are unfair deaths. Why do you think news stations get such high ratings when they're reporting about death? Because everyone likes unfair deaths.
Maybe.
Well, if you look at it like that, this whole killing game embodies that philosophy, right? Gifted high school students forced to play a killing game. Man, if people were watching this, they would get a kick out of it. People are watching this. Knock off the bullshit. Only sick fucks would enjoy watching this.
You got me.
Hell yeah, if I wasn't in this killing game, I would have so much fun watching. The nature of this killing game is yet shrouded in mystery, but my role in it is over. I have finished my explanation to you, friends.
Sister.
I think I shall go and see her now. My beloved sister.
Sister.
I wasn't able to send 100 friends, but at least I can see her again now.
Correcchio.
It's alright, sweet Correcchio. Come to me.
Oh.
Looks like you're already prepared! Now then, let's get started.
It's punishment.
It's the moment you've all been waiting for! Punishment time!
Huh?
Punishment time. My beloved sister. At long last, I finally get to see you again.
That's right.
Yes. From now on, no one will try to stop us. We can be together without having to hide our love from others. Wait, I can't accept this.
Therefore,
Like I said, there's no such thing as a death that can be accepted.
from an anthropological
Why
point
do you
of view,
think so many different cultures have funeral rites? Why do you think rumors of ways to resurrect the dead never cease? The living must find a reason, however forced, to accept death when it happens. How you come to terms with death also determines how you live, yes.
What was that?
What?
I
That was the answer I reached. How about you? How will you live a life that faces death?
Now then,
I've prepared a special punishment for the ultimate anthropologist, Kirikyu Shinjuji.
shall observe.
I'll watch over you all as a ghost. As your friend, I'll watch over you.
That's right.
It won't be just me and Correcchio. It won't just be me and Correcchio. All those who died will be watching. I'll be waiting to see how you face the death of your friends.
Humanity is beautiful.
I'll be watching forever and ever.
it's punishment time.
Well, you couldn't say it better than myself then, Monokuma. Off you go, pup. Bing bong. And after this death scene, we will call it. I find this death to be not brutal, but saddening at the same time. You'll see what I mean. Where's Monodam? Cultural melting pots. Again, where's Monodam? Oh, there he is. Span into oblivion. Makes sense considering what she spun the dead Correcchio. I mean, Kaede. Now he's being cooked alive. Okay. Okay, Monodam's pushed inside the fire too, burning himself alive. Okay, that's fair. Oh, he's actually melting inside the pot. Very strange. There's his ghost. There's his sister's ghost. That's what I find so diminishing about it. His ghost, even his ghost died, and his sister helped him do it. It's so fucking bizarre. Makes no sense why that happened, but sure. That's more disturbing than the rest. What?
How gory!
No, Monodam, why?
How can
What?
this
To think my cute child would commit suicide! Ah, it's so cute! It's so freaking cute that he would kill himself because he couldn't get along. Monodam committed suicide. Had I known this would happen, I would have been nicer to him. The only reason Monodam obsessed over getting along was because everyone but me bullied him.
That's right!
Yes, the other Monocubs drove him to suicide, but not me. Who's Monodam? Huh? You already forgot? That's kind of scary. Okay, we'll leave that there. They spoke about Monodam's death. Do we usually end it there? I can't remember if we do or not. Fuck it, I'll play until the next chapter. Seeing as it's all the repercussions. Well, looks like another Crash trial is wrapped up without incident, so... I'm gonna take back this here Necromonicon. Seems like a waste, though. You guys sure don't want to use it? You guys should have brought someone back to life and added them to your roster. Shut up. I think you're gonna keep talking about that.
Told you.
Ignore him. The whole resurrection ritual is obviously a lie. He's just trying to shake us mentally to get us to panic.
What's the point?
I'm assuming you'll think if another murder will happen if you do that, right? Who can say? What a waste. If none of you were gonna use it, you should have let me have it. Then I could have resurrected one of my dead siblings. Which one? Well, I don't know. They were all pretty terrible, actually. Wait, did one of us die? I could have sworn it's been just the two of us the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
It's too bad you missed your chance to raise the dead. That's what you get for doubting me. Too bad.
So long. Farewell.
Even now, he still talks about raising the dead.
Always messing around.
Man, this is stupid. What people believe in is up to them, but living people shouldn't have to suffer because of the dead.
Of course.
The living are more precious than the dead, no matter what. That's not something a coward like you should say. Shut up! Leave me alone. But there's one thing that this case taught me. I thought there was a god watching over us, but there isn't after all. Not in this academy. Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
Well, that's why we have to work together, right? Face it, together. Our ultimate talents are the best weapons we have.
Going to do his best.
Then going to do his best to keep everyone safe. Going to want to protect everyone. But your talent is entomology. No one Switch uses his ultimate talent anymore. I'm getting sick of class trials.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right. Your talent as an assassin is way more trouble. When are you gonna use that, huh?
Okay,
I'll work hard until everyone trusts my ultimate talent. Huh?
that's right.
It may not be possible now, but I'll put the effort so everyone else can trust me. I won't run away anymore. I want to survive and escape this place with everyone. Maki. I see. Wonder how long that'll last. What if your true calling is a killer shows? Don't underestimate her. Maki-roll's one of my sidekicks.
Got a minute?
I don't remember being your sidekick. Also, didn't I tell you to stop calling me Maki-roll? Oh, you guys are so close now. This must be the powerful bond of friendship. But I would have preferred it happen sooner. Especially not after losing 7 people. You're right. Only 9 people left now. Well, what do you know? The dumbasses can do basic math. That's right. 7 pieces of shit have been flushed away. Only 9 remain.
Actually,
By that calculation, doesn't that make you one of the pieces?
But-
Just 9 of us.
Well, you know.
Humans are like weeds. Too numerous to count, 7 of us dead doesn't mean that much in the end. That's totally what the Heartless Robot is thinking, right? Right?
How rude.
No, I am not thinking that. Your blatant robophobia is simply inexcusable.
No.
But hey, none of us gave up, right? I know you're all going to escape. I'm not going to rely on good God or spirits of the dead.
I believe in you.
Just you guys. I believe in all of you.
Okay.
Guys,
Well, of course.
you're right. Those of us who remain can start over.
Hey,
Hold up! Keyboy needs to apologize to everyone, the whole student council thing. And there's only one kind of apology that I'm willing to accept.
How exciting!
Yank your head off and smash it into the ground with all their strength. Got that?
no way.
I never have had such an intense form of apology. It seems like everything is settled for now, even though we're missing her.
You alright?
Himiko, you okay? Anything Gunta can do to help? You can tell Gunta.
Hey.
I think we should let her have some space for now. That might be best for her.
Okay.
I remember how I felt. Oh, Gunta understand.
You're so dumb.
God, Himiko is such a liar. Huh?
Because I'm a liar.
Personally, I don't think lies are exactly a bad thing. Let's face it, you wouldn't have any free will in the world if the world was comprised of just the truth. But even then, I don't think it's good to lie to yourself, you know.
Right?
What are you saying? Think about Miko's feelings a little bit. I only said this because I thought about it. Himiko's been lying to herself about her own feelings, so she's been holding back.
Hey!
Hey, what are you repressing? What are you trying so hard to hold back? What? Hold back? Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So, if you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too. And venting your anger onto something can really cheer you up. Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger. Miko. There you go. Tinko, Angie, I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely without you two. But I gotta survive. I still can't go to where you are. But I'm lonely. I'm so lonely without the both of you. Himiko. Damn it. Himiko cried for a long time. She cried as if she was releasing all the emotions she had bottled up inside. Before we knew it, as if lured by her doing so, we began crying. What a face! Not a great face, but you know what? She's letting it out now. The tears we shed, I can't even describe it. We were crying about what we had been through and what was to come. Sadness, hatred, frustration, discord, anger, love. Tears filled with emotion. Discord, I'm howling at the moon, I'm taking a nap on a summer afternoon. Oh, Discord, whatever did we do? But at the very least, they weren't tears of submission. They were tears to push us forward. Now we can save. That's the end of the Clash trial fully. Alright, so then, we are going to leave that there for today with this video of Danganronpa V3. We shall be returning next weekend with more. That went on a little bit longer than what I wanted it to do, but you know what? It works out in the end. So, next episode is the free time until the murder happens, and then the murder, and then the intermission, and then the second Clash trial. Well, the second half of the fourth Clash trial. It's going to get interesting from here on out, but we're nearly done. I think we should be done before the new year, but I could be wrong at that too, considering we are basically in the first week of November, essentially. Second week if you include that shit. So yeah, probably just finish. Actually might be in the new year. Could be very confusing times. Either way though, that is all there's going to be for today. And as always, this is Rixxalight signing out, so let's cue the music.